right. So walk on me some beds so much that will take it down, no propaganda. Every mama's gotta tell, village drive to city scale. We talk the truth, but that's the brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. Previous teams, we break it down. Helping every dollar in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a new or a DX5? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Spanning views and ninja moves, we teach you more than just photos and tools on the basics of trucking, gear and car stuff. If you're new or a season pet, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's money, private pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. Previous teams, we break it down. Helping every dollar in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda.
Good morning, my people. How are you doing today? The Random Cat Talk Thursday. Yesterday I did an inspection that was incomplete. I'm going to share the full story, but it was interesting. It was incomplete, but it was really interesting. I took a few lessons yesterday, and I think we should also all be taking a few lessons. But good morning, Muyombia Mark Webarekera, good morning. Convention Esembe de Weba Bajukiza, Lawrence Omule, good morning. Chikaoriki, good morning. Nabasa Stewart, good morning. Stewart can ticket a good receipt was ifuna. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. Steph Amoria, good morning. Hey, Sechtoreko Norman, good morning.
Right, all the new this and good right. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we'll take it down, no propaganda.
Louis Abbott, Toyota Oppa. When was the last time I even saw a Toyota Oppa? It's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. But the Oppas are good cars. The Muberamu engineer VBTI, I think is it what ZZ? One ZZ. It's the same engine like the Primon new model. I think I like the Oppa. I think I've always liked the gear levers that are like that. Gear lever kakarimu Oppa. It's comfy if you can find it. It's rare now. It's one of the rare cars right now. But if you can get it, get it. Just make sure it has a healthy engine. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, the question here now is, I have the answer. I think now I have officially understood how much it takes to have a good car. Yeah. Now, no matter what you buy, especially if you have driven a newer car, you have expectations. There are things you expect your car to have, yeah? There are things you expect your car to have. Let me see, let me, before I tell you guys, let me see what you think. What's the cheapest car if you want like a car that is as good as new? What's the cheapest you're going to spend? What's the cheapest? And now this is, it's going to be unique on a base-to-base, on a case-to-case basis, yeah? Each case is unique. For example, I'll give you this example here. You see that Primo that just passed us? It's a UAU. Someone wants to sell it to you at 18 million. Don't buy it. It will be a bad buy, yeah? because at 25 you can get a Primo new model, and the reason why you're buying that Primo is because you want to buy something that is new, right? Mazda Demio in the bond, Yameka. How much is the Mazda Demio in the bond? How much is the Demio in the bond? How much is the Demio in the bond? 19. It's even cheaper than a Paso. The Mazda Demio is cheaper than a Paso. Cheapest for you is 35 million. Beyond that, I'm in luxury. So Louis, the cheapest. Good morning, Arthur and Olka lovers. Well, it's today. You're talking about me, Mr. Arthur. Well, I told you my budget, but then with my 18, I might get a Raum new shape 17, save a little. Excuse me.
This is more than just accidents. It's the love, the life, the for the love of God, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to busy patrol. With your steps we break it down.
Change it.
For the love, for the love, for the love of God.
Excuse me. So guys, we are talking cheapest. What do you think it should be the cheapest car you buy? What do you think should be the cheapest car you buy? What do you think should be the cheapest car you buy? What do you think should be the cheapest car? I'm going to give you my take, and I'll give you reasons behind all my takes. It's going to be unique, case to case basis, yeah. But tell me, what do you think should be the cheapest? Also, I'll tell you the story of the almost successful inspection I did yesterday. Guys, you don't need to buy a bigger battery for your car. You don't need to buy a bigger battery for your car. The battery that is recommended for your car is just sufficient enough. Okay? So you don't need to buy a bigger battery. You don't. Akabattery ako odabanga akatone kamala nnyo. 20 million. Not old with issues, not too new with to break the bank. What's the cheapest, guys? What do you think should be the cheapest? Wondo. This is Uganda. What do you think, guys? What do you think should be the cheapest car someone buys? Let's just imagine they are struggling, but they want to buy a car. Let's just imagine we don't know how much they have, and they say, man, I want to buy a car. What's the cheapest I can get? What do you think should be the cheapest? Ipsa mojirabi. Ipsa mojiraba. The million inganya. eri ku UAH nkadde nnyo kati problem mala okwogera miliyoni nnya ne bangamba ginoonye ipsamu yennya ng'eyimiridde bwetyo. Chikawarik is saying 10 million. Part of bond version. Bruno Isingoma, good morning. Council Patrick Asiko, good morning. Corey Wardle, 5,000 Canadian dollars. That's about, a Canadian dollar should be like 3,000 or 2,800 here. Cheapest is 10 million. Council Patrick Asiko is saying 18 million. And guys, when you tell me about the cheapest car someone should be buying, I want you to tell me about also how much you think they are going to invest in that car after buying it. I want to tell you guys, every car you're going to buy, you're going to invest a bit of money. Yeah? So let's just imagine, good morning, Julia Sengoba. Let's just imagine someone has bought a car at 10 million. Yeah? How much do you think they are going to invest in that car to make it better? I want you to imagine the car has a few suspension issues. Maybe it has no engine issue, yeah? But it has a few suspension issues. Tires are worn out. Yeah, let's just stick to suspension issues, tires being worn out and the interior needing some work. And the SC not working, because at 10 million, it will be very hard for you to find a car that has working SC. Yeah? Crown. So how much do you think someone is going to invest in a car that they buy 10 million? And then me, I'll tell you. Minimum investment for me, I think, should be 2 million, not more than that if the tires are good. So if the tires are not good, then that's 3 million, right? And what cars do you guys think are going to be at 10 million at the current market trend? Yeah? What cars do you think you're going to buy at 10 million? That's a Camry. That's a Camry. You could get a Camry at 10 million. What cars do you think someone will be getting at 10 million? Stephen Bachisura, hi, how are you? It will need brakes, spark plugs, battery, air filter, maybe tires. Okay? Oyono ayogera mu Canada yabyogera ebyo newaabwe biraka ebizibu byebimbi tubeera nabyo wano nabo baba nabyo. 16 to 18 million era for starts. That's what I have. Tunaba akasienta kako kali ku badde njagala balaga kihari atukiyiseeko. Morning Uganda Bernard. Good morning, Arthur. For me, 5 years ago, I was thinking the cheapest buy, 17 million. Now I'm thinking of 25 and first time buying. Okay. Okay. For the guys that say 10 million, I'm waiting for the answers of the options that you think are in 10 million, looking at the current market trends. Yeah. Because for that trend, give me one, everything should give me one, you know. I want Oppa, Corolla, Namokade, Corsa, Starlet, Chivina, and some good Foresters. Okay, at 10 million, you can get a Forester. At 10 million, you can get Corolla, Namokade. At 10 million, you could get an Oppa. The Oppa is not very common. Then I'm not very common, but yeah. Chibina, yes. Chibina sorry jufuna million inga tano mukaga. No yongera muzotereza eh. Starlet, yes. So guys, this is the thing. If you're the kind of person that does not want trouble, you get stressed very easily. 10 Harrier in Kade Mark Grand. Mark Grand in Zibu. Mark Grand at 10 million in Zobe in Zibu. Na iwe zidi. Miromo gena kongena mukaka sente. Ignatius, hi. I need some help. You share direct contact. My contact is in the description of the channel, Ignatius, yeah? You can find it there. For the guys that say 10 million, what car do you think you can get at 10 million and how much do you think will be the investment? Any Mark 2 Grand you get at 10 million will need tires. Each tire of a Mark 2 Grand is about 230, 250. That's $1 million shillings already. You of course have to do a full service of the engine. That means oil change, spark plugs, air filter, yeah. Tutanikira because you want to get it, etaniko ebenga tekunywa nnyo mafuta, yeah. So obalante ekitono nyamuruka eyo egenda kuli $1 million. Ekitono. The other thing that I've seen that people invest in every time they buy a car, they want to invest in a radio. Yeah, they want to invest in a radio. They want to invest in a good sound system, which includes a woofer and stuff like that. And now a tracker is almost a must with every car. Nestaleti yange project eri mu tracker nga 3 mulimu n'enganda. Kimahindra na ekino ngeri ekirabika nga ekitayagala kutambula. So what does it take to make a car new? Almost as good as new. It can't be new, but as good as new. Now, if you bought a car, a very old car, let me look at someone. Let me look at someone that doesn't have a lot of money. Let's say they have about 6 million, 7 million, yeah? But they really want a car. Yeah, they really want a car. Now, I want to look at someone that is not really picky. Someone that is not really picky, not picky at all. And I want to look at someone that is not picky at all, and they know they have small monies. I would advise them to do this. I would advise use 4 million shillings to buy a car. I would also advise them to not be picky about what car they buy. I would advise them you people, you don't know people. Temumanyi bantu. Hey, temumanyi bantu, Stephen. So guys, I'm looking at someone that has very little money. The issue sometimes is that someone wants to buy a car and they don't know that they have little money. That's why I thought let's talk about the cheapest car you can buy today. Let's say you have small money, you have 6 million, 7 million, okay? This is what I would advise you do. I would advise you use 4 million shillings to buy whatever car you can buy. Whatever car you can buy. Use 4 million shillings to buy whatever car you can buy. Now those cars will include the Chivina, the Starlet that he has said, to include the Chikumi, to include Jitwaring, no? Karibu, Kaldina, yeah? You know the cars I'm talking about. Now, the cars I'm talking about at 4 million shillings are going to have these issues. They will be in moving states, but they are going to have these issues. And I want you to calculate. I want you to know you're going to buy that car for 4 million shillings. By the time you're done with it, it will have taken about 12 to 15 million shillings total. Okay? But the advantage, excuse me, sorry. The advantage with buying a car like this is that you're not going to invest all this money at once. It's like buying a car on credit. Okay? It's like buying a car on credit. What about these auction cars? Is it a good idea? It depends. There are people that have made it a business to buy auction cars. I've never bought an auction car, but I also know people that sell cars as a business that don't normally buy auction cars. It's very hard to buy an auction car in Uganda. Obimanye bye Kampala. So guys, ngezako babalire moroka ye million ennya. Oyinza nofuna primo old model ku million ennya. Now, when you're buying a car of 4 million shillings, just make sure you don't buy a car that has a serious accident history, like overturning, being hit on the side, and stuff like that. Now, I've been clear. If you buy a car of 4 million shillings, for you to make it like as good as new, and this is possible, you'll spend a total amount, including the buying price of 4 million shillings. You'll spend about 12 to 15 million shillings. Okay? Now, with these cars, avoid buying cars that are more than 1.8 liters, which means don't go into Mark 2s. Okay? Make sure because you're getting old engine technology, you're getting EFI. Okujango ofunye moroka ngirimu beams. Okaliko. Good morning, Travel Life Vlog. For that money, 4 million to gulire mu Benz. Ate Benz ye million enye genda kubonyabonyo jakaba. Okay? So I am trying to look at cars that will not disturb you. Okay? Tuguze emoroka ya feyo. Sente zigenda genda muzitya. That car, first of all, is not going to have tires. Now that car, even if it has rims, zivalent rim fu. You're going to buy rims. That car is very old. It's like a 1996, 1995 model, all of them. 1996, 1995 model. I'm not talking to someone that has their 25 million shillings today. I'm talking to someone that has 10 million shillings, but they want to buy a car no matter what, and they want to keep money. They have 6 million shillings and they want to buy a car. You're going to buy a car of 4 million shillings and you're going to work on it in the stages I'm going to tell you. Now, okay, you'll buy tires. Now, the cars I've told you about are going to require tires of about 150,000 shillings, 160, 170. That means you need about 700,000 for tires and wheel balancing. Now, wheel alignment is about 50,000 shillings, so you need about 800,000 for tires, wheel balancing, wheel alignment. You'll spend about 1 million shillings, 800 to 1 million shillings buying rims, good rims. That's 2 million shillings. Now, before you buy the tires and rims, you're going to work on the entire suspension, like drop everything down, buy new bushes, buy new tire rod ends if you need so, and buy F1C on. Okay? That will cost you about 500 to 600,000 shillings. Suspension. If you 500, 600, 700 there, including shock absorbers. Now, you have worked on the entire suspension. Go do wheel alignment, buy wheels, buy tires. Emoroka kati oboji yimiriza wansi. Million 2 n'emitwalo. Kibaze 2.7, 2.8. Rim kamu, mipira 8, ne 1.7, the million 2 n'emitwalo ngana. 2.4, around 2.4 there. Now, we have worked on the suspension, we have bought tires, we have bought rims. Now, once how tujiyimiriza. Okay? Now, those cars of 4 million shillings don't have very healthy engines. They're in moving state, but the engines are not very healthy. Okay? So you will need about 800 to 1 million shillings to overhaul the engine. Let's just say 1 million. That's 3 million already down, yeah? Now, those cars of 4 million shillings, majority of the time, they have the old logbook. You'll need about 600,000 shillings, 600,000 to transfer the car to your names and also change the logbook. Uzaba sendo bazigenda. Mr. Arthur 16, can I get a new shape Raum? Yes, you can. Isaac Katende, hi. Motion by Benji, hi. Henry Modages, hi. Travel Life Vlog, yes. Now, that car is going to have a trash interior. You're going to want to work on the interior. Odeke Daniel, hi. Now, the people that work on interiors the right way, in Uganda right now. The seats alone are going to cost you about 400,000 if you want to do good things. The mat bagenda kuteramu ekiwempe, it will cost you about 150,000 there. Okay? Yes. Now, a cow 4 million shillings. I don't know if you're adding. A cow 4 million shillings, you'll need to work on the wiring a little bit, yeah, to make sure you don't get any issues. Work on a few fuses here and there, fix wiring. Now that I cannot cost, that can go up to 600 to 1 million shillings to fix. Now, when I calculate all this money, you're thinking to yourself, now why didn't I just buy a new car? Well, this is not a new car, and this is not for people that have a lot of money at once. This is for someone that's going to spend money on this car mpora mpora. It means emotoka yosoano jigwira yemepiira ngitambira kuri muziri embizo oguliddeko netambira ko mwaka ngabo ogikola. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Bakubya atha byakoze project kaye najikola omulundi gumu. Njezo sente bozisamu omulundi gumu ojazi ulira nnyo era bwo papa ejja kumenya. Now, you have worked on the interior, we have worked on the suspension, we have bought wheels and rims, tires and wheels. Now, that car, the lights are going to be trash. Erechirejja kubateraba. Osegera, era amatala gagenda bagalimu ebituli, gayingiza amazzi tegalabika bulungi. Balanti ogenda gula amatala gonna. That's another 1 million shillings. Bwonna ovaawo, emotoka etejja kuba na battery, whether you like it or not. So you need to buy a battery. Normally those cars take big batteries. That's about 200,000. That car is going to have a bad body, definitely. You're going to want to respray. Now, knowing what I know right now, good paint is expensive. I have no idea the people that spray our cars for 500, 600,000, including panel beating. I don't know where they buy their paint. I went to the shop where they sell paint. After you advise we should not buy second-hand tires of bicycle, but should we buy second-hand alloy rims? Now, when you buy rims, before you pay for them, you need to take them to a wheel balancing machine, yeah, and they put them on that machine and they tell you that they're all good before you buy them. If you're buying second-hand, but even when you're buying second-hand, buy Japan second-hand. Don't buy Ugandan second-hand, yeah. Tell me about these cars so that I'm able to make a good choice. Guys, in Ignatius, tomorrow, I'll tell you about all this. Today, I'm not answering any questions, yeah? Temugula rimuzeebwa ayise. That's my thought. Okujango ogula buno ordinary. Naye bwoba ogula zino rims bagenda okuseera mitwalo 8. Buy Japan used. Ate Japan used omulaba bwoba omanyi. Now, the rims I put on the Starlet are new. They are not used. Now, tubadde tubala ki? Tubadde tubala kufuuwa. Gamba abantu abafuuwa. I went to Swap Tire Center, gave them my tires, added some cash and got new tires. Yeah, that's a good thing. So I was talking about paint. Now, I don't know if you're going to have as much say as I had with my project car, but this is what I spent about 600,000 buying paint, just the material for the paint, for the final coat of paint. And it's because they showed me there's cheap paint, a liter is 30,000. There's another paint, 50,000. And I bought the liter of 120. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just get someone that sprays your car for 500,000. No, it out now and see a collaborate. But if you're working like this gadget Wogerako, you're working on it so that you can enjoy driving it for a long period of time. Like me, when I was working on my project car, this is a car that I'm going to enjoy driving for some time, yeah? Of course, I know a lot of people cannot afford to buy that car. Way too sow. That's why the guys that have vintage cars, the guys that have that are collectors, tosobola gula moroka ye. Tosobola chaba jitaddemu kingi nnyo. Ogenda okwesanga nga togisobola. And I think it's the last naturally aspirated, internal combustion engine car I'm buying. Yeah, like if I don't have all the cars I'm going to buy next, yeah, are either going to be hybrids or electric cars from now on. So if that car nobody buys it, it's yemoroke esemba yo enywa amafuta jingendo bangangura ngekozesa amafuta gokka. Other than that, by 2029, I'm looking at electric cars. I'm looking at buying an electric car in 2029. Remember, I said we're buying a 0 mileage car in 2029, and that would be an electric one. Yeah. So to buy the paint, you can decide to spray your car with 500k or 600k depending on where you have gone. Now, when they are going to spray, a lot of things are going to change. You might want to change the grill. Yeah. A lot of work will need to be done on that car. And that might include okufunayo omwana w'omuliro ababagasi okuterezamu ku buntu awo okitegeera. But these things, mark you, these are things that you're not going to do at once. Okay, these are things you're not going to do at once. These are things that are going to take you some time to finish. These are things that are going to take you some time to finish. If you decide to do these things, at once, you're going to get stressed. Otegera oyina kubanga bwofuna yakasente akatakuluma ng'okateekamu bwofuna yakasente. That's why I was normally nalinga mbagamba omuntu aguze moroka enkadde asobola okusinga aguze moroka empya bw'aba amanyi okubala. Otegera nti emoroka enkadde ogikola in bits ne sente tozimanya. Electric cars nedda combustion all the way. Me, I'm going to buy an electric car. You guys don't know. You don't know. Nze mirembe gye nfunye mu hybrid nze ngonziza mafuta nze nzira ku masanyalaze we nalinga nywa full tank nywawo half tank nze ng'ambe ebyo. Guys, me I'm not rich. I'm all about saving. Akasente wadde sijja kalabako mbunkalabyeko kaakwe, but I know I'm saving it because I used to drive a full tank for that period. So now I'm doing a half tank. Kitegeeza when navuganga full tank ebbiri nvugawo full tank emu ezo sente zikola ebirala okitegeera. So but you guys, you can have a internal combustion engine at home but also have an electric car. Nga combustion yoli collector ng'ogiterekawo n'ebeerawo awaka. So guys, tukyabala emmotoka emiliyoni 4 ne bwegenda okulya emiliyoni eziwere 12. Now, a few of the things that you're going to do, you're going to redo them. Like wiring, you will do it over and over and over again, like 2 to 3 times. The wiring. That's one thing I want you to be patient with. Okay? That is why, good morning, JK, K Jovan, good morning. That is why, when they are working on this car of yours, the reason why I keep telling you guys, you need to work on this car, the cost of battery when it goes will compensate for the fuel, saved all those. No. Louis, I did all the math, I'm telling you. Me, I did all the math. The batteries are repaired locally now. Baga kanika. Yes, abana baga kanika. Ne watch seka li abana baga kola. Rakubanti bobato yagala genda watch seka. You can find a hybrid shop. I have someone that actually works on hybrids. It's just that tabera mugwanga, and as by the time we started working on the convention, he had traveled. That's why he cannot be available. But guys, repair these batteries. Ateto gulali anda dambe nakuzino. The battery has modules. They replace the dead modules. That's what they do. Hey, I did the research, people. I did before I bought it. And guys, there is a lot of fear mongering. I told you the story before I bought the hybrid. There was a certain broker that was telling me, hybrid is it awanya bantu priya say wali echibanda ky'omuyindi ziriyo nga 2 bazikomyawo. So before I bought this car, I told him to genda ontwali mu kibanda ky'omuyindi njagala gula ku ezo zibakomyawo. Guy najjako essimu. So there is a lot of fear mongering about hybrids. Okitegeera era bwe nali sinagula yangamba Arthur waliwo abayindi balinayo hybrid nga 10 tugende tuzirabeko. There was none. Hybrid zaalimu nga 3 mu Nakawa. Muna emu nga sigisobola nga ya beeyi nnyo endala yali ya layisi naye ekibanda kyerimu si kyesiga. Okitegeera ng'osobola. And then this car that I bought had 60,000 genuine mileage. That's why I bought it. which said it was more expensive than the other one, but I just decided to buy this one. Me, I did background work before I bought a hybrid, which so if these guys are now repairing the hybrid batteries, they will have a solution for the electric battery. By the time that electric battery dies, all new cars come with 2 years warranty, which so wait. Now you're going to put digital number plate on your project. Yes, digital all the way. Then I run out. Era munagenda okujja ku convention nga digital zaalumada. Digital plates all the way. Karota, hi, how are you? Semakula, roof moldings. Out of what choose? Because they stole mine. What do you mean roof moldings? The rubbers. Do you mean the rubbers? Do you mean the rubbers that are on your roof? Those rubbers are supposed to help water move. Right? They are not for design, so yes, replace them if you can. After, if I buy an electric car, then it will be a cyber truck. Me, I don't know what I will buy. Me, I will buy what I can afford. But I'm going to buy. The goal is to buy a 0 mileage car. But if the 0 mileage car can be electric, then if it's even better. Because like I don't think there is a car. Mubondi naka wakjawe maraka emirembe. Oh, njagala ngule ne moroka. I've not really been a fan of the big cars, the Land Cruisers, the Kaundos, the CHRs. I've never really been a fan. So so I think right now my desire is to drive a brand new car. That's something that I want to do. And I'm thinking to myself, I've driven a brand new car. I drove the Suzuki Grand Vitara. That was new. It had about 70 kilometers on the clock, I think. I've driven a brand new truck. I've driven like multiple brand new trucks. So there I'm good. So I know how those cars feel. They feel like a normal car. So now I think if I'm going to buy myself a 0 mileage car, I want to buy an electric one. It just has to be comfortable. I like comfortable cars. As long as it's comfortable, I want to go and do a review on that car. But I want to go and do a review on that car, the Aura. But yeah, so I think I dream and I want to make it happen. I dream and I want to make it happen. So right now, ne 0 mileage temala ko mirembe, but I think I should. Everyone deserves to once in a while drive a 0 mileage car. Just begin now. Fine now. Are you okay? Yes. What will you want? So guys, tubadde tukyabala Moroka. Mwakabala sente mmeka ezakagenda mu Moroka eyo? Mwakabala sente mmeka ezakagenda mu Moroka eyo yaffe ye $1,400,000. And guys, Makiu by this time tunagifuula mpya. Okwongera okunyumisa Moroka eno. Emoroka ze $1,400,000 emizindalo gyonna giba mifu. A pair of speakers will probably cost you between 80 to 100,000. So you'll need about 200,000 to put those speakers back. If it has 4, if it has 6, then you'll need 200. Yeah, 200,000 to put the 4 speakers. If it is 6, then it's 300,000. Now, any old car will need a woofer, definitely. So you need to buy a car woofer of 250. Now, these are things that I tell you that make owning an old car a delight. And then a radio. You need to buy a radio, an Android radio of like 400,000 shillings. And then you put it in there. And then katiao ebyomuziki tumazo bisotinga. Ekisaawa kino balino kikolamu bakitekemu ku sappe. Okitegeera. Now, most of the things I'm talking about will require you to know exactly what you're going to do. If you don't know what you're going to do, they will require you to have someone that you trust, and you must trust someone at a certain point in time. If you don't trust anyone, you're going to struggle. I'm going to tell you the story of yesterday's almost successful inspection. I think I was successful. I inspected successfully, but I'm going to tell you. So, simanyi no sente zetubaze so far. Tweka tuli mu milioni nga 8 sicho? Tweka twayingide milioni 8 obo omwenda. Tetunayingira. Milioni nga 8 mwenda tulabika. Sicho? Tuli mu milioni nga 8 mwenda. Tuli mu milioni nga 8 mwenda sicho? Kugambye emoroka egenda okuggwa ng'eridde total 12 million. Sicho? Kiche sibaze ku moroka eyo. Twakabala 8.7. Endabirwamu ebanjatifu. Endabirwamu yomase gataka emitwalo 2 gandabirwamu. Bwomala gataka amatwalo 2 agendabirwamu, side mirrors zino, these side mirrors nazo zimanyo okubeera embi. Now if you buy a car like a Chivina or a Caldina eminyoro mikutufu. Now those cars nebuno obugula munda bonna bugenda kuba bubi. Now those are some of the things that are going to take money. Nga you're thinking, okay, where did I put that money? Nenga you have put that money there. Obubuntu obugula obwomunda ebipapula twabaze emitwalo 4 agemito nitubala 150 ezekiwempe kati tulina okubala emitwalo emirala 2 agakola door panels aga because balino zikanikamu. Now if you want AC, if you want to repair AC for that car, it will take 1 million shillings. AC, I'm telling you this. It might even take more, but you take 1 million shillings, you'll find that you have to buy an AC pump of about 400,000. You have to buy the kariya katimba bakaita batya mu luzungu. You have to buy that katimba ka mitwalo nga 15. You have to buy the internal fridge eno ya mitwalo nga 3. Then pipe work na yabeera mufu ojja mutekamu emitwalo nga 2. Then ojja musamu emitwalo nga 2. Then gwe bala milioni ya sente ne gas ne leba wo omusajja akoze bali milioni ya sente genda waawo. Tuli musene meka starch. Does the expense you are talking about include labor? Yes. Nze buli nkubalira ko mbala nti labor kwali. Like for example, if you're working on the interior, the money you give that person is labor and material. When I talk about the engine taking 1 million shillings, that's everything. Yeah. Now, the other thing you're going to need, you're going to like kind of service the gearbox thoroughly. That means you're going to get a gearbox specialist to come and look at the gearbox, probably wash what they need to wash, replace the hydraulic, and then you know that's complete. Now, we took the suspension, you need to be sagambye. Ogenda gula almost every couple of pia, rahabu mpya, emengo mpya, brakes mpya, okitegeera. Amina nantume waguze ticket ya convention tuli milioni 9.12. Okay, tugendera awo for now. Ndabika ebimusinza kumanya tugendera awo naye emoroka you can know emoroka bitugikozeeko. We did transfer We bought tires, we bought what wheels, worked on the suspension, we have overhauled the engine, worked on the or gearbox mubaze mbaye emitwalo nga 3 wa gearbox. Oba those are old cars bazitegeera nnyo. Mbaye emitwalo nga 3. Now bombaye emitwalo nga 3. Kati simanyi search how much are we there? 360 cameras. Oh, you want to put the 360? Nze nakoze moroka yange ya sappe ne mama bane abenga bwabagivuga abasobola okulaba wa parkinga. Kati tubale tuli mu milioni 10. Kati njagala otekewo akakadde kamu. Kabeerawo kasimanya leero njikubye neetayaka. It's going to happen. That's an old car. Now, why do I always tell people to buy newer cars? One, because I know the kind of people you are. You're not patient at all. When you buy an old car, you're going to need to be patient. Very patient with that car. After the revamp also depends on your area code. Not all areas have mechanics who can work on all those. Now, Ricky, I worked on my project car in my home garage. I would transport my mechanics every day. Every day that we worked on that car, we would film. So I had a crew to transport. I had mechanics to transport. Now, the crew expenses, I don't count them on the project car. The crew expenses are for the love of cars. That's content expenses. But I would transport my mechanics every day. Carpeting and insulation. Yeah, I talked about carpeting. Now, insulation, if you're buying a car of 4 million, I would not give it a lot of trouble. Nzenga atha nagula bintu bya insulation because moroka yange yasappemu. Katibala machine zenzigi nobo electronics nabo bujja kuli awo sente. Okitegeera bala anti wiper n'emikono ogenda kugula bipya. Tukwagala nnyo ba customer ba Anne Maria traders goti. Amina natume nayo obuze. How do you pay for VIP? You use your Visa card. There is an option. I need to do a tutorial on that. Now, guy, kamba sibule. Mulabe sente jezigenda. Now, there are people that buy cars. You see the amount of money we have spent on a car of 4 million? You're going to spend almost that same amount on a car of 8 million. $10 million. Simanyi lwaki mpulira nti 10 naggwa. Neka tujibalira nti Morocco jiguze million 4. No, Ricky. Airbags for what? Nantume a ticket yokuba 0760 045 116. How many kilometers does a hybrid give? It depends on how you drive. I get about 18 kilometers, but like now, you see, I am parked and I'm consuming power. Nze sizikiza motoka. Ne ku practice bwe nakolanga abakolako na inspection mwakirabanga nze nga sizikiza motoka. Nsigalamu emotoka nesigala ngetokota. It's one of the reasons I bought a hybrid. Nti now I can park this car for 2 hours nga sizikiza. Sisape ne twabonabona nnyo. Kati nzo okweyagala okwange kuli wano mu motoka. Sinywa mwenge, I don't club, I don't enjoy concerts, they bore me. Like, this is where I have my fun. Right? This is the place where this is like my palace. So I treat myself. Sizikizanzi. Saturday project episode yesterday, bro. Yesterday was what? Are you sure this guy forgot? I don't upload the episodes, guys. Sorry. I don't upload the episode. Someone uploads the episode. But I think I've been so busy, And also the inspection you to take over. But okay, we should have uploaded an episode yesterday. For VIPs though. Sasula VIP kati. Oyaga lokulaba episode yeyo. Saturday season. God, I am too busy, guys. Munansonywa. Nida video mojukisa kamugamba ajitekeyo. Jovan, what's the request up here, Jogamba? Brian Emma VIP, hi. Jovan is Jiraba. Irabika yabuze. So guys, so bala olaba sente zotadde mu Morocco million enya. Nebo nogule yo munana sente ezo zigenda gendamu. Ontegeera. Lwakwagwe bonogule yo munana obwongo bwo bugenda bukugamba. obwongo obugenda kuba bukugamba nti emmoloka ey'omunaana nungi okusinga ey'ennya. Ositegeera, obwongo obugenda babukugamba nti emmoloka ey'omunaana nungi okusinga eyaki ey'ennya. Naye ng'omuntu aguze emiliyoni ennya bw'asalawo okuzza mmoloka ye bujja aspendinga sente ze zimu naawe z'ogenda okuspendinga senga oyagala okugizza obujja ye ey'omunaana. I need to be very clear here. My wife asks why I love cars. I tell her that it's the only thing I love. For me, my mother knows. My mother knows. She knows that if I don't have a car, since I want a mirembe. That's why I need to have like 2 cars. And yesterday someone said, pump ya coolant pump ya motor. Me, I cannot fail to get a car. I'll always get a car to get me home. That's the thing. That's one thing I've made sure of, that I'll always get a car. I'd like to purchase an old Subaru of 4 or 5 to Jikole, one month, like you're saying, but I like it to be the Boss, like that of Boss Nuwa. Now that one is going to take about 20 million. Ngatoba zezigula kati jibalenti jja kugwera mu million ekitone nnyo, the very minimum 25 million shillings total. So you cannot work on it like we are working. The Toyotas are cheaper than Subarus. Subarus are definitely expensive. For the price of a Subaru, you can work on 2 Toyota project cars. Anyway, guys, so yesterday, someone started talking to me the other day and he said, so I told him everything he needed to know, and I thought he had bought. So he calls me at night and he hasn't bought. And he says, Arthur, but I have 24 million shillings. And I tell him, 24 million shillings, ofune moroka nungi. Ogenda funa ya grade MB. If you don't mind getting a bad grade car, you can go and get it. And then he calls me and Arthur to get to. So he comes to me. You see, I always have bad feelings about people that come and they don't have my inspection fee in hand. Tuvuga tutambula tuti samu banjirizawo, sometimes sibanjirizawo. Tuvuga tugenda Arthur kakati obuzibu buliwo. Akasente ko kali ku account ya madam. ATM yonji ina. But simanyi oba ATM zikola. So we got like 3 agents and he says they don't work. We go to an ATM. Navayo nagamba tekola kati tukoze tero kuba tumanyi na ina azikuwadde nga tumaze. I'm glad I requested for that money before. So afterwards he goes and gets the money after talking to madam. Basajja tukole sente. Ate musajja gwo oba tokoze sente. Kola squats, kola lunges, duka, obere nga at least ewo controlling ira wao. So he tells me, but when we go to buy a car, madam will come and approve it. And I said, then why didn't you come with her? Because normally that would be my question. Why didn't you come with her? Because tugenda kumara okulonda emmoloka atajje tudde mu double work. Nemugamba nchoba okola. You get her an Uber atusange. So we go and start looking at cars. And indeed the budget had to increase up to 26. They had the money. Guys, bobo ina sente. Totandika to limit yourself. Bobo ina sente. So our budget gets up to 26 because they did not want a Vitz. And the Vitz is like really one of the cheapest cars I would recommend. I don't recommend the Paso. So we look at cars, and they are all 26.5, 26.7. They are Raktises, 26.7. They are all not that good, but there was one that was really good. And then when the mechanic said it was good, I saw it. Then the mechanic tells me, but this is a good car. It's better than the other one that is expensive. But I say, yes, it is, but I know my people. Tebagara kanika muya. Ditayagara dokuche exosi. Lwaki temulese n'agula erimoto kitaliiko ki etaliiko kyakkola. And then at that moment madam comes. Now the reason why normally I tell you guys come with another person, I told it to this guy as well, and he said, but Arthur, nze ngenda kukola naawe. So I thought he makes the decisions nga Arthur bwenkola decision. Nze nga Arthur emmoroka gye ntwale ewaka mama bani gyavuga. Okitegeera. So what happens is the madam comes. When the madam comes, I think they got an Uber. And I think when the madam was coming, talking to the Uber guy, they exchanged ideas. So when they arrived in the place, the Uber guy was making decisions. God, that was painful for me. It wasn't my woman, but that was painful. I could see the look in the guy's eyes. But twatu se wali ngatima wa Uber yakola decision. So we twatu saunga tuka yana nembagamba mumanyi because I had things to work on. Nembagamba mumanyi, you go back and look at the other kanemba twala kujitwala byendala. Nimbagamba mumanyize kangene nkole ebirala. It was sad that by the time nade nyina genda kulona batabali bangi kusomero. But it was sad, and it was even more sad when madam said atabadde asobola ogigulanga siriiwo aleeta ate moroka mu lujja bw'atyo. Nze I'm the final person. God, man, basajja mmwe tukole kola nnyo singa omukazi sente. There are things your woman should never say in public. Never kusingako. There are things she should never say. I felt bad. But I even felt worse the fact that otuka kumoroka no otuka ngo omusajja owa Uber bawo gwakuyitidde atuse kati nga yakola decision. It was bad, eh? But we made the decision of the car they were supposed to buy. And then at that time nabadde nzira ku office kubako bye finalizing ebya ticket, and then it was time to pick my kids. That's where I ended. So that's how I successfully did my work. Bambi omusajja yaze nangamba Arthur kati gwe omulimu gwongulabo gukoze kankutogende because amazima nabadde ndi mbwangu. Myths aside, I bought a crossport at 25 but still incurred at least 4 million in mods and repairs. Exactly. Some guys choose to be disrespected. Man, jeke na uli do busungu. Tuwatusi walingo omwana wa Uber nga inengeri jaleka at the top of his voice. Nga I remember very well nze nagambye omusajja omukyala muyite ne mugamba ordering Uber aje. He ordered the Uber. Na akubira no wa Uber. Na mulagirira ne wakanga ndaba. Ne twatuse walingo wa Uber inzo roze moroka yiye. Basajja. Kamba sibule. Bobanga tokoze sente kusinga mukazi. Bako kyo musinga nga akurespectingira ekyo. It was a painful sight. Muyombya Mark Lawrence Omule Chikawa Ricky na Pastor Stuart Paul Sema VIP Stephen Omoria Historical Norman Louis Habart Brian Tumwine Starch Events Eman Live Funny Lifestyle Harrison Muhindo. Guys, atanagula ticket ya convention bambi jibule 0760045116. Talk to that lady mugambe njagala gula ticket ya convention yajja kugamba woboteka sente ezo. Corey Wardrobe from Canada High, Castle Patrick Asiku, Bruno Isingoma, Harrison Muhindo, Chikawa Ricky, Tazan Ali, Julia Sengova, Stephen Bakisula, Ibanda Bernard, Ignatius Live, Travel Live Vlog, Henry Modern Juice, Motion by Benji, Starch Events, Odeke Daniel, Ignatius Live, Louis Habad, JK, K Jovan, Louis Habart, Karota Uganda Semakula Mark, muroza sibamazeyo bantu bangi. Ndabanganza abamazeyo. Ronald M Cassandra VIP, Life is Fitness. Nantume Sharon wa Zigoti, Brian Emma VIP. Mugula Tif, Odeke Daniel, Yusuf Magala, Fahad Kemis, Kambes VIP. Guys, thank you very much for choosing to be with me today morning. I don't take it for granted. Kangambo msaja take episode ya project ka. Zisate gedente yajitaddeyo. Enaku zombadde sinze nkola uploads ezo, so someone else does the uploads. And I don't know how we missed it. Anyway, fena tuli ku event esaawa eno bitutwala. Naye nga mukama abampe kigozi stand high. Mukama abampeera omukisa. mbasuubira okubalaba ku convention mwena abali mu ggwanga at least mujje ku convention ku Saturday mujje tunyumirwe mujje tuwerabeko maaso ku maaso. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao.